Welcome back to Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling. I should see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhallow today, where I'm literally recording this ETA 20 minutes before the actual stream is slated to start. I've basically been debating in my head, am I going to do a proper stream this week or am I going to do a double drawing stream? Because essentially I need to do, I'm not going to be here for one of the weekends, not next weekend but a weekend after, for October. Which means that I will have to, most likely, do a catch-up stream, but I don't have a lot of time to do a catch-up stream, so I think I have to do a double drawing stream in advance, essentially. Because it might even be a short stream today, I don't know, but hello everyone, right now in Fawnhallow, it's 1:41 PM on Sunday, October 12th, 2025. So I was basically deciding, do I do that, like, is it fine to do no blueprints today? And man, so I'm coming to you now, I'm speaking out loud because I'm just like, it's going to be so inconvenient to not do this, especially because I don't have much videos recorded in this backlog. I didn't record much yesterday when I should have, but and I need to start recording some stuff in advance because I will be away from the 23rd to the 28th, is that right? I think something like that. No, 27th maybe. Hold on, I need to look at my own calendar. I forgot which day I'm coming back on. No, 28th. Which will be, I'm back on the 29th, so it'll be quite a ways away. Which may or may not be okay, I don't know, depending how things necessarily go. But of course, gotta get things done in advance. Sorry, my friend's messaging me about a very odd request, which maybe I'll respond to. I'll be like, this is just an odd request, but we'll see how it happens. Yeah, what are we gonna talk about? I don't know. Yeah, I mean, times are busy nowadays. I'm gonna get the stream like drawing up ready. I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do a shortish. Oh, is everything frozen? Oh, well, I don't know if that'll be weird in the video or not, or if things go on as usual. I think that's what I'll do though. Where is my stream? I'm gonna do a short stream today. I'm gonna record at least some of the episode. I actually completely forgot about I haven't actually worked on Animal Crossing Fawnhallow for ages, which I definitely need to. I need to finish it off. It's been like 200 days. At this point, I might as well use the MS Paint one for this year and then just do it for next year. I think that's probably not a good idea, but you know. It's at this point where it's just like, I put it off for so long, but it's getting a little bit ridiculous, I would say. Yeah. What else am I going to talk about? Not really sure. Not really sure at all. Still waiting, I suppose, for my new headphones, my new earbuds I've ordered to come in. I don't know if they've been shipped. Oh, this also reminds me I should message someone about this thing. I don't know if it's been dispatched. I don't think it has, but I should have favorited it. If it was this one. Favorite that, make sure you can see, track my order. Is it going? Is it coming? Is it out for delivery? I don't think so, but where is this? No, I think it's fine. I don't think it's being out for dispatch yet. I should probably let them know though. I'll put my Discord in it just so I remember. Yeah, what should we talk about? How's Champions Meet going? I did get a 5-win run today. This Champions Meet is very brutal because it's so RNG based. Essentially, it's just like, I mean, I didn't help myself by using Current Gen and Narita Taishin, who are both also even more RNG based on top of the RNG. But It's crazy. Very intense every single match, because I'm just like, am I going to win? Am I not going to win? I've genuinely got no clue with the way things are going. It's all about praying that your Uma can, you know, win the ground, can win the front runner duel. Can Karen-chan get an overtake on the pace? It will Narita Taishin run up enough to actually proc Nemesis? And let's pump some iron. I don't know. These are the questions we have. Will she use Beeline Burst at the end instead of at the beginning? Who knows? Yeah. That's not what I'm going to talk about today. I'm trying to think what to talk about. In general, I don't know. Oh, well, you know what? I played a lot of Gunfire Reborn last night. We actually beat the final boss, I think, of it on normal difficulty. It's a very weird thing, because you had to play it through one time, and you go through 3 worlds. You had to beat the 3rd world boss, and once you beat that boss, you had to go through again to beat a 4th world boss. Yeah. And every single time I think we've defeated the 3rd world boss is this, we've had an absolutely insanely broken, like one of us has had an absolutely insanely broken build. Like the first time we did a 3rd world boss, I had some crazy some crazy like headshot lucky crit build with the electro gun, which just always crit essentially. So I was basically one-shotting everything. And then the next time first time we made it to the 4th world boss, someone just had like this insane like I don't even know what it was. I think it was like a sniper build or something, which just did insane amount of damage, and I like died immediately. Is all I remember. I think. And the second time we made it to that 4th boss, I had like this crazy melee build with a bird character, and I also just straight up died immediately because it's not very good against a boss. It one-shot like almost anything, but then that boss has so many melee attacks that I went to melee range of a boss and it killed me, and I was like, okay. And then when we actually did it, I was playing the rabbit character, who I chose to unlock, and she has an extremely fun playstyle. Not as fun as a bird, I think, to be fair. I think a bird is by far and away the funnest, because you're just leaping all over the place. But she has a crazy build where she sort of stacks up swords, and then she like bursts with the swords, and I literally did like 10 million damage or something on that final boss alone. Because I was like the least in the DPS charts going into a final boss, went into a final boss, and I was the highest by like a magnitude of like 4 or something. Oh. But yeah. That's all there really was to it, I suppose. That's a pretty fun game, you know. I'm considering getting the DLC as well. I'm playing for it as well, but, you know, unfortunately just missed out on the autumn sales for the DLC, but genuinely a very fun game, especially if you are into any sort of like Borderlands style games. In my opinion, you probably like this game. That's my assumption at least. You know, I guess I can't really say for certain, but who knows. But it's always a very satisfying time being able to get to the final boss and defeat the final boss, you know? Not something that always happens. Oh, what am I doing? Sorry, I'm trying to do shiny colours at the same time. Especially with how difficult, I suppose, the final bosses can be. Leading up to these sort of situations. I'm trying to think of like first times, like as a group, defeating some other final boss of some kind, you know? Hard to think of one, just like off the top of your head like that, huh? I'm trying to think, what 4-player co-op games have I built? Have we played? And then, you know, defeating the final boss was like, yes. Let's see, completed. Battle Block Theatre, I don't remember the final boss of that one. Biped, I don't remember the final boss of that one. Bloody Trapland, we never actually finished. We got to a final world, and then we haven't beaten it. Sorry, not a final world, final level. and we did manage to beat it. It was insane. Like I tried so many times. Divinity Original Sin 2. I do remember this one. I think I've spoken about this one multiple times because I remember my poor friend basically had to sit out the entire final fight. Because of like a deal he made him and rejected him, and he got killed on the spot. And we were like, whoa, okay. For the King? I remember also doing For the King final boss, and we only made it that far because we had some broken healing build. Well, basically I did no damage, but I could sacrifice something to like always heal. Something like that, I don't remember. That was a good time as well. I remember when we did it, we were like, oh, was that it? Spoilers, because your main characters die at the end of it. And it was like, get remembered as heroes. We're killing the final boss, and then with the final breath also taking down like the entire stuff fell around them. Oh, I remember like only one friend was alive at the end as well. It was a very dramatic moment. Literally coming down to the wire. No, I just thought about it more. I was just like, am I going to use MS Paint from now on? I can't. Like, even if it's not going to be live for most of the time, I think from archival purposes, we got to use this one. Plus, I really like this one. I'm almost like sad that I didn't get it out on time and instead 200 days later, because it's actually one of my favourite ones. It's so tedious to draw. Like, I mean, it's such a big ask to be like, oh yeah, work on something which can take 30 hours, and also you have to draw, in this case, like 14, 15, I think, characters. And it's just like, ugh. You can understand my apprehension. I don't know. I'm gonna have to figure out a way to simplify it a bit in future ones. To be fair, I think this one's the most complicated because everyone's given basically equal weighting in it, which makes it very difficult, I think, to get the balances right. What am I even talking about? Final bosses, yes. You need to defeat the big bad evil guy. I'm trying to think. Pick Apart was an interesting one as well. Because I don't even remember the final level, but I remember the victory screen and how fun it felt. Because there were genuinely 8 of us doing it, which was a very large amount for that sort of thing. It Takes Two? I don't remember the final boss in It Takes Two. I don't remember it for Kiwi either. Kiwi is a great game though. Monaco? I don't remember if we... No, we did do the final level, I do remember that. Because it's an all-out brawl between the 4 people. Apparently it was in Monaco too? I had no idea. But it's an all-out brawl between the 4 people, and then like only one person can make it to the end or something. It wasn't me, that's all I remember. Like it was gonna... I was close, is what I remember. But then I got killed right before the end and someone snatched it from me. I don't even know if that's a final level anymore, to be honest, or a final boss. Are we in Blind Forest? I don't remember the Blind Forest final boss. I do remember the Will-o'-the-Wisp one, because I didn't realise that was the finale. And I was like, oh. Because I did it in like one shot just by running, and I was like, whoa, okay. Plants and Zombies? Plants and Zombies is a very iconic final boss to me, I think. Mainly because I played so much of it. I still haven't got 2 of the achievements in it. An iZombie or the Vase Breaker one. For what I consider to be my favourite game, maybe I should go back and do it at some point. I don't know. Portal 2. No, I'm trying to think of co-op games with Final Boss. Tiny Brains? I don't remember Final Boss in this one. I don't remember what on earth we were doing. With Friends, Baldur's Gate 3. That's a good one. Wait, this should probably be moved to completed offline. With Friends? Remove it from With Friends. Content warning? Deadlock? Eternal Return. I mean, these don't really have final bosses. Bangers. I guess we get to the Battle Royale at the end. But I've done that a lot. That's my favourite song again. How do you always know? Rabbit and Steel? First time getting to a final boss? I don't actually remember it, to be honest. I've gone to a final boss in Shape of Dreams, but I haven't yet to defeat it. But I think my friends must have done multiple times now. what else am I going to say? I don't know. I think that's basically it. Final bosses. It's a very big moment, I think, when you're sort of sizing up a final boss. But I feel like in these sort of games, these like roguelite sort of co-op games, in some way or another, is always rather interesting, because I feel like it almost feels anticlimactic. Like in these like skill-based ones, I'm trying to think like I mean like Baldur's Gate 3 kind of, right? Where you have like slow incremental process, where it's not necessarily RNG interlocking systems or broken builds necessarily. Maybe I will be, but I don't know of. It feels like a gradual climb, and when you get to a final boss. To be fair, actually, we did have a bit of anticlimactic time because one of my friends basically fully succumbed to the tadpole magics and just like blasted on one shot the final boss is what I remember. So maybe that's not a good example. I'm trying to think of like a Left 4 Dead or something, you know, something where it doesn't scale up. It's just a very grand final moment. That's the sort of thing where it's just like, oh yeah, when we get to the final boss, it feels like a climactic thing. But I feel like half the time with these sort of roguelite things where you have like interlocking systems which build on top of each other, you just get to a final boss and you're just like, oh, because but by the time, it doesn't take much for you to RNG into a very stronger build than your skills would have gotten you. And when you do that, you get to a final boss and then you just like one-shot the boss because you cheesed it or something, and you go, oh, okay. I don't think that's a bad thing, because then it's just like everyone goes like that, everyone's chasing up high to try and get to that final boss again, and then eventually you'll get to a final boss again under like hard work, like under a build which is good but not broken good. That's what it's all about, you know. That's what you're chasing. I know. But yeah, otherwise you get to the final boss and it's like a one shot and you're like, whoa. I hope I can do that again. Or you're like, that's undeserved, you know. I want to do it again, but properly. That's what it's all about. Anyway, I don't think it's a bad thing, because I think it's very fun having broken builds as well. But I'm going to round this episode off here. Oh my gosh, OBS is so delayed. What is going on? Like, I used to be able to just play from the OBS screen, but literally, I'm going to press right in 3, 2, 1. That's a whole second of delay. What's going on? Let's see. OBS Elgato. Huge delay after update. Make sure to change your monitor display input to HDMI, the one that's connected to the capture card. How do I know? I don't know, maybe I'll do this afterwards. I'll figure it out afterwards. So, for now, if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope to see each other again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time. Bye-bye for now.